Spacetime Badass here. I'm working on getting a better camera here soon. Um, but before that time, I just wanted to make a video. Maybe I'll make one or two before that time because I am what the educated folk like to call broke as fuck. So that could be just a minute, but hopefully not too much longer, in another couple of weeks, hopefully. But I just want to make a short kind of video in regards to lucid dreaming, about reality checks, just kind of like a word on reality checks. So, in my personal opinion, it is important with your reality checks and lucid dreams to change them up frequently. And for those of you who may not know what reality checks are, they're basically things that you will do in your waking life so that you will be able to realize that you're dreaming better. So for instance, while you're awake in your waking life, you will say, you'll ask yourself, am I dreaming? And then you will find proof that you're not dreaming. For instance, light switches are one of the things that tend to not work very efficiently in dreams. So you'll be like, okay, am I dreaming? Let's find proof. So, am I dreaming? That seemed to work okay, so it seems like I'm awake. And so, like, you're going to do these things so much in your waking life that you're going to start doing them in your dreams. And when you do that in your dreams, and you're going to go, okay, am I dreaming? Let's find proof. Click, click, click. Oh, it's not changing at all. I must be dreaming. And then you become lucid. Or, yeah. So, it's important to change these up. So for me, like, I don't really do light switches, honestly. The main thing that I will do, and the thing that actually led me to make this video, was like I would look at my hands, or I would rub them together, or I would just like count my fingers, some sort of proof, look at something, because like in dreams, like I can't read time, I can't really read it all, or I'll be able to read something and it'll make sense, and then I won't remember it when I wake up, or I'll try to read something and it won't say shit. Mainly with analog clocks, though, I cannot tell time in dreams. So I would look at those sort of things in my waking life after asking, am I dreaming? And I would indeed see that I'm not dreaming, but in dreams I would realize. So my main thing was with my hands. So what I would do, I would ask, am I dreaming, blah, 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 looks like I can see the creases of my fingerprints and things like that. That's the main one that I would do. And so recently in a dream, I'm like, I've pretty much realized I'm dreaming at this point. I really don't do the reality checks anymore because I'm kind of a little bit past that point. It'll just be like, oh shit, I'm dreaming. And then I'll do that to kind of stabilize, rub them together, grab something, because that's really good for stabilizing. But so like in this dream, I'm dreaming, so I'm gonna look at my hands and I'm like, holy shit, my hands are more vivid than they are in real life. I see every single every single little crevice in my fingerprint and my hands, my lines, it's like all there. So I could see how that would become less effective over time. So I think it's definitely important to kind of switch your dream signs up, or dream signs, that's something kind of different, your reality checks, because I think your brain can kind of get used to it after a while to the point where you can start to ignore it. That's happened to me with a couple of other things, but mainly with the hands I thought was really interesting because I'm like, this is much more real. But I think definitely change them up from time to time, especially if you find yourself stalled, not making really much progress with the current ones you're using. So do vary your reality checks. I would say stick with them for as long as they're effective, but if at any time you start to lose effectiveness, do move on and try others. I even had tried multiple ones at times. I really don't ask myself that much anymore if I'm dreaming. I will from time to time just to kind of keep good practice of it, but mainly when I'm in a dream, it's 50-50, well, it's like 50-50, I am going to dream or I'm not going to dream. Once I'm in a dream, it's like, okay, so we're going down this route and I'm dreaming. So then it's like 50-50. It's either going to be lucid for me or it's not, regardless. So another thing I wanted to touch on, let me remember that. Boom, dream signs. Okay. So like these are signs that you know you are dreaming when you see these in your dreams. I wanted to make a note on those because I know a lot of people who I've talked to who lucid dream don't really identify those as much, and I think it's really important to do because so like you need to keep a list in your dream journal. Like for instance, I'll get mine. I have it here. These are my dream signs. That's backwards. I need to flip this video. Yeah, that's backwards. But so basically your dream signs are things that you encounter frequently in dreams and only in your dreams. And if you identify those and acknowledge those as, if I see this, I'm dreaming, if this happens, I'm dreaming, then you'll have a much better probability of becoming lucid in your dreams. So like a weird one for me, I already mentioned, like can't read clocks or words, which lately has been different. I can kind of read words and numbers now, but a lot of times they don't make sense after I wake up. Sometimes they do. So one of them that's really weird is like I'm using a British accent, and as you have probably heard, I have a pretty, you know, American Midwestern, say Middle East, I'm gonna slap myself for that, Midwestern accent. So this is a good old American accent, and I am not the least bit British, but sometimes in dreams, and I'll just be like, fight on, mate, yeah, right, turn into friggin' Billy Idol or something. But yeah, so like you need to keep a list of these. As you can see, I have quite a few here. Not too many. There's very little human skulls. I haven't seen those for a while. Yeah, and it can even be something as undignified as can't stop urinating. If you can't stop urinating, you're in a dream, but you probably don't want to have a lucid dream at that point. You probably just want to wake yourself up and go take a piss. So it's important to identify these things as well. They kind of go hand in hand for me with reality checks. So like if you're in a dream and even if you become lucid at this point and you want to find more proof if any of those things are around, it's like, okay, this can help you stabilize if you identify, you know, that's there and, you know, this isn't there, the layout of your house is wrong, something like that. But I just kind of wanted to briefly touch on those. I say briefly as it's reaching about 8 minutes here. That's brief for me. But yeah, just want to make another short video to just keep putting content out, even though the video quality is really low, which is kind of frustrating for me. Because it's just, I hate going back with back-end quality, because before it was like, this is okay quality, now it's like much worse. This is a webcam that I'm shooting from now. I want to get a better video and do this more seriously, but I just wanted to keep putting content out. Thanks for watching. I'm Spacetime Badass. Keep an eye out for stuff in the future. There's going to be like stuff down here that you can click on, previous video, the next video is going to be here, or maybe vice versa because this video is backwards. And always subscribe, please. Thank you.